Hey, I'm Joe.
I'm Mike.
And we are
Smokin Joe's BBQ from Willow Springs, North Carolina.
Barbecue so good,
it'll make your tail curl.
In constant sorrow all through his day, I am a man of constant sorrow. I've seen trouble all my day. I bid farewell.
that was actually the last of the three names that we came up with. The first one we came up with was Smokin Joe's BBQ, and our slogan was,
You can't beat our meat.
"You can't beat our meat." The second one was Smokin Joe's BBQ Memphis style. Mike, what does Memphis stand for?
Making easy money, pimping hogs in style.
Now, I bet Myra Mixon Tuffy Stone knows what that stands for. I actually met Myra Mixon down in Lake City, Florida, in my very first competition about 10 years ago. And actually, he was directly across from us.
Did he say anything to you, Joe?
Yeah, he told me to get the fuck out of his way.
Oh.
I actually met Tuffy Stone in Shelby, North Carolina last year at the competition. And one thing a lot of people don't know about him, he goes around and shakes everybody's hands right before all the turn-ins. He's a great guy. Hey, this is originally an original Oklahoma Joe smoker. It's actually 15 years old, but it never looked as good. When I first bought it in Blacksburg, South Carolina, this is what it looked like. Well, 15 minutes later, going down the road on I-85 North, this is what it looked like. It came off my trailer hitch and flipped 3 times. Before we got wrecked, there was actually a sink here and a water here in the storage area here. And there was actually a table that came out with a leg that popped down where you could have a place to do your work. But when it flipped over on 85, all that got gone.
That was it for that, wasn't it?
That was it, yeah, that was it.
Things happen, bud.
Yeah, that shit happens, man.
Joe, tell us why North Carolina barbecue is the best around, buddy.
North Carolina barbecue is best because we have the best of both worlds. We have vinegar base and we have tomato base. The western side of the state likes tomato base, sweet and spicy, and the eastern side likes vinegar base. That's what makes North Carolina, we have the best of both worlds.
What are we using today? We using the vinegar base?
No, we're using
spicy.
we're using sweet and spicy today. And a true barbecue competition team, you can't really be professional like we are unless you make your own sauce and your own rub like we do.
Yeah, that's right.
The night before, what Mike does really good at, he makes the boxes up, and when we make the boxes up, it has to be the greens. And it's got to be a certain amount of greens and a certain type. It can't be kelp, it can't be red cabbage, it can be iceberg lettuce and cilantro and other sorts of greens, but we usually use the iceberg lettuce and the cilantro. And what we have to do is, and we'll show you some pictures here in a second of what we've turned in. And you have 6 judges who judge your food. You got to make at least 6 pieces of food, 6 pieces slice of brisket, either with burnt ends or without burnt ends, 6 ribs, pork pulled, and with the money muscle. And when we make our chicken, we actually make a cupcake chicken, and I learned that from Myra Mixon. What it is, you get your chicken thighs and you bone them out, and you put them in a cupcake pan. Actually, we cook them at 225 for 2 hours, and when they're done, they come out perfectly round. It looks just like a cupcake.
Yeah.
And that's what the judges are looking for. Looking from out, they want every slice of meat to look exactly the same.
Cooking today. Man, you talking about a pretty piece of meat right there.
That's right.
What you got there, Joe? We got a brisket.
It's a 14-pound brisket,
Man.
and 3 racks of baby back ribs.
And I know you rubbed them ribs down real good.
I did. I used my butt rub.
Oh, that's the best kind around.
And what we're going to do now is check the internal temperature of a brisket. You want at least 165 before you wrap. Today we're using cherry wood. I have an indirect, the smoker works, I have an indirect box. And the way I control the temperature, I have a damper here. That damper's open and closes the amount of heat. If I want to open it up, it'll make the temperature go high. If I want to make the temperature come down, I can shut the damper down. You know, I love barbecue so much, I named my kids Pork Chop Brisket.
Oh, Dad.
Yeah, now I've been to a bunch of competitions with Joe, but not all of them. What got you started in it, and why do you compete?
Well, as a kid, I always loved to cook. And a long time ago, I hooked up with an old man I used to work with, and he always loved to cook barbecue. And he took me to the side and showed me the secrets and showed me what I need to do. And I'm actually I'm a Memphis Barbecue Network trained judge, and I went to a lot of competitions. And I couldn't believe the barbecue I was tasting. It just wasn't up to par like it should have been. So I said I knew I could do better. Over time, I created my own recipes and my own sauces.
Yeah, the competitions are fun.
Yeah.
They're a lot of fun. You meet a lot of great people. You make a lot of friends.
Yeah, we had a good time. We
And-
competed in Salisbury a few months ago at the Harley Davidson State Championship. We came in 38th out of 78 teams, which ain't too bad.
It's not too shabby, man.
No, we're doing good. We're a new and upcoming team. I think we deserve to be on the show to show our techniques, show our experience, and show what we can do as a young upcoming team.
In constant sorrow.
I actually met Myra Mixon at Lake City, Florida, at my very first competition about 10 years ago.
He was directly across
That's
from
right.
you, wasn't he?
That's right. He was directly across. It was dude.
This is gonna be a long day.
See, these
I
be
hope
the
you pay me
these be
good
the
money.
bloopers.
Yeah.
North Carolina's best for barbecue because we have the best of both worlds. We have the vinegar base and we have the tomato base. And the western side of the state is western. God damn it. But we have the best. North Carolina barbecue's best. We have the best both sauces.
What we got cooking today?
All right.
Yeah.
So let me flip the ribs around first.
That was going really well.
Yeah.
Flip around. Yeah. We're gonna edit that out.
It'll make your tail curl. That's actually the third of the last.
Keep going.
That was actually the last of a.
You know, I'm you have a lot more lines.
I know. Yeah, we got a little raps called the Memphis rap. Give me a beat. Making easy money with Pimpin Halting style. I cook my pork for a long while. There's something that a lot of people do not know. You gotta cook your pork low and slow.
Memphis style.